Hello, everybody. I thought I'd go ahead and set up a little Blue 2 for full-time living if you were actually living in the van instead of using it as a weekender, and and you didn't need the middle bench seat area. If that's the case, you can actually put in a console such as this. Um, if you want the maximum benefit, you'll probably build one to suit the customize it and make it fit perfectly. This particular unit is actually a TV stand that I found at Goodwill for only $4. So I went ahead and took it and am planning on using it as is. It's not the exact size that I would like it to be, but it's close enough. And I'll show you what I mean later when we put the unit into bed mode configuration. Right now, as you can see, I've removed the middle bench seat section, and I've put in basically a TV console. It's a standard TV console that I just picked up at Goodwill. I removed there were some bottom rubber units there that raised it up about another inch or so. I removed those to make the unit as low as possible. And because of its size and the fact that it has this ledge, it makes a perfect work desk. I'm actually sitting in the back bench seat that we built, and you can see that it's in a perfect position for me to work. So I can work, and right now I've got Tom Cruise on here from Vanilla Sky to show that we can also use it as entertainment center. You can use a mini notebook as I have right here, or a full-size laptop. Or if you want, you could even put a monitor or a TV stand there, but I think that may be overkill. I think for practicality or for usefulness, you'd be better off with either a mini notebook like I have right here, or a full-size laptop if you want a larger screen. The unit that I put in here has a cabinet, so we have storage that we've gotten here. And you'll see there's also storage underneath here, 2 shelving units. You could pretty much put anything under there. If I was working on the road and needed a printer, I could put a printer under there. Or, if I wanted to use this as a second kitchenette, I could put a microwave unit under there, which I may do. And of course, you've got the cooler still here that you can use. If you were living full-time off-grid, you might want to upgrade that to a larger unit, or maybe get one of those, I guess they're called Dometic refrigerator or freezers that run off 12 volts, so you can put it there. The console unit itself is installed just by using L brackets, and I basically just mounted it by mounting it to the plastic when I could, like right here, and along the front there, and I did the other side as well. And that's pretty much it. I like to use store-bought components if possible, and this unit at $4, I couldn't pass it up. I went ahead and grabbed it because I saw the potential for it to be used as an office or desk system inside a small van. So I went ahead and grabbed it. But you can see this is our regular setup here, and it's really, really comfortable. So I'll be showing you here in a moment how we can convert it to bed mode or sleeping mode with this console in place instead of the bench seat system. To convert the system from office or entertainment room mode, to sleeping mode is essentially the same as it was before when we had the bench seat system here. So all we're going to do is just slide in our keyboard there. In real use, I'll actually have Velcro there to hold everything in place, including Velcro to hold the laptop and whatnot. This is just a mock-up to show you how it would all work. But we basically take out the cushions here, and then set up the platform, which I'll do here in just a moment. As you can see, I've removed all the cushions from the bench system, and now we just need to set the platform. Before we actually set up the platform, let me point out several things. I don't know if you notice here, replaced the backrest area with a new board. This is no longer the laminated spruce, but I think it's like 1/2 inch thick plywood, sanded plywood. I went ahead and splurged and bought the the half-inch plywood board. It's 2 foot by 4 foot, so it was 48 inches by 24 inches. And all I did was just cut the end here, the 48. I just cut off 8 inches to give us 40 inches, which is the width that we have here to work with. And then I left the other 24 inches intact because the old piece, is, if you were following along, was a couple inches short. This makes it 24 inches, which is perfect. So all we need to do is just flip it over, slide it along top, and lay it down, which I'll do right now. Okay, as you can see, I took the backrest area, the back part of the bench, and just flipped it over and slid it up towards the front. And all it's going to do is actually rest on the ledge right here from our computer desk. This is where, if you were building your own console, you would actually size it at the exact height that you need. In this case, you can see that we've got a slight angle. So if I were building this, I'd actually make this console maybe about an inch shorter, inch and a half shorter than it is right now. You know, instead of being this tall right here, I'd only go up to about right here and put that ledge right there so that this piece could lay straight across and look really nice. Right now it's at a slight angle, which isn't really that big a deal. You see how it rests under there? Because this height and that height aren't the same. We got a slight tilt, which isn't that big a deal. But if I were building it, I would go ahead and actually make it the right height. Okay, once we've got the backboard area here laying flat like this, we can take the bottom part, and thanks to Daydrifter on YouTube, she suggested cutting notches here on the brace board here, so that instead of having to flip it and do a 360-degree turn and whatnot, we could just flip it over, and the notches will allow it to sit on this ledge without an issue. So now all we have to do is just bring it up. This saves a lot of time and hassle. Let me just flip it over. You can see I can just flip it over here and rest it on the ledge right there. I'm going to slide this piece back, line it up, and we have our bed platform just like we did before. And it's just sitting right on the console here. See how it just rests over the ledge right there. And like I said, if you were building this, make it the right height, and you won't have this diagonal, this slight, because this is about an inch too tall. And bring it down an inch. But once you've got the platform, you can pretty much just lay out the bedding material, which I'll go ahead and do just to finish it up to show you what it looks like. As you can see, here's our bed all made up. And all we would need to do is just lay out the sleeping bags or comforter and our pillows, and we should be all set. And if you were solo living in this van, or even had a couple and you wanted to leave in bed mode, you know, you could just drive it around like this mode. And when you're laying down there, if you have your head on the other end, you actually have your entertainment right here on this end that you could turn on and just watch movies or whatnot. Or if you lay forward, you could use the computer here and basically just work from the van in this mode. It's got storage under here with fairly easy access to our emergency toilet, tent, and whatnot. And there's also storage here, which, like I said, you could put more office stuff like a printer or whatnot. Or in my case, I may put a microwave in there so that when I actually have access to 115, 120 volt power, I can use the microwave. And you'll see that we have a blank canvas here on the side. The plan will be to mount things like little containers, ledges, and whatnot to hold basically herbs and seasoning and whatnot. And this ledge right here, you know, if you have it in office mode, you've got a little ledge here. You can actually set your propane cooker on here and cook from inside the van if you wanted to. So, you know, with the limited space, you want to make sure that whatever you put in can be used for more than one thing and doesn't just sit there and take up space. I had some people express concern that it seemed like the desk is taking a lot of space. It actually provides a lot more versatility because, as you can see, it's part of the bed system. It can be used for an office mode, and it's also an entertainment center and a kitchenette. And because it's got shelving here, we can actually store things under there. And let me show you the other side there. Okay, on this side we actually have a little cabinet, which you can't really open with the bed down, but when you have it in office mode, there's storage there that has a door, and of course you've got all this space that I just quickly threw junk in right now. But you can carry items here. Obviously, it's about 10 inches wide here, so you got this whole vertical space here that you could store things. And if you were keeping it in this mode, you have all that storage there too. So those of you who are living full-time, you might want to consider making a console. And like I said, you can build one yourself, or if money's tight, check out thrift stores and whatnot for the TV consoles. They're approximately the right height. They're usually like this tall right here for this portion right here. This one's special because it's got a little ledge on it. But that one right there is about the right height. And if not, you can cut it to size. If you want a perfect fit, you can build it yourself, measure the height that you need here for the ledge of the bed, and you can make it perfect. But that would probably run about $30 to $60 depending on how much wood you use and how fancy you want to make it. But I got this one for only $4, so that was a real good deal. This is a shot from behind the vehicle, and you can see that there's plenty of room to lay down. You still have access to your drawers, and it's very comfortable, and truthfully it only takes about 3 to 5 minutes to set this up. It's not hard at all. So this is really versatile, and why I love this minivan. This is based on a Dodge Grand Caravan, but you could probably do it in others. This is my 6th build, so what you're seeing is an integration of all the different systems I had in all the previous builds. Well, that pretty much wraps up this particular video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it was informative and giving you some ideas on what you can do in your own build. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. You do me a big favor. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And if you share this video or other videos from this series, it would be beneficial to others as well. Thank you very much. Have a great day, everybody. Since somebody may ask, let me go ahead and show you how we convert it back from this mode back into the bench mode, and show you how fast and convenient it really is. As you can see, I've removed the mattresses that we put on here, and I just set them up at the front seat area. And all we have to do is slide this a little bit, give us ourselves a little bit of room here, stick our hand in here. Just flip this piece over. It's kind of hard to do it one-handed, but you just stick that piece over, slide it down. It locks into place. See our brace unit with the notches that we've cut. That has really, really simplified the setup. Thank you very much, Day Drifter, for suggesting it. And then we just take this piece, bring it back, and we just slide it in. Oops, sorry about that. And you can see we've got our backrest area here. And all we have to do is just put in the cushions. Once we've got the wooden boards in place for the bottom of the bench and the backrest, it's just a matter of putting the cushions there. And we're back to office or entertainment mode. And as you can see, I'm back with Tom Cruise. And you see here, we can resume play here. Let's see if I can find the play button. Back we go.